Hello everyone. In today's video, we will see Hello World program in Node.js. Okay, Node.js Hello World program and how we can see it in our browser. So that we will check how we will send response to our client. So let's take a sample code from here. And we will make a new file over here. So let's say response.js because we are sending the response on our HTTP. Okay. So first thing we'll be requiring there is a predefined module which we can import for showing response in your browser, that is HTTP. The same one we have to require here, as we have required our own we have required in last time. We have created our own module and that we have exported. Same way we will be exporting predefined module in JS, that is HTTP. So I will say require and module name is HTTP. Next we will create a server, http dot using this there is a create server method that will be calling, and we will listen to 8000 port. Now here in function you will again have a function, and here you will take two arguments, request and response. Yes, request and response too. And I will simply say some predefined methods will be using, like see, same thing they have done. So these two, or I will copy the complete code itself. So we have required the HTTP module. In that we are using a method of HTTP module. We have a predefined method create server in which we are passing a function. Inside this function we are passing callback function. Request and rest are two parameters that we are passing. Then we are saying it to write, and the content type will be text, plain text. And we are ending the response by hello world. So this is what we are sending to our client. This is the response that we are sending to our client, which he can see on port 8080. So now I will run this file. In your backend you will need to run this because this is Node.js. So node.response, and let's check in your browser localhost 8080. So see, we got the response hello world. Okay. Now what else we can do here? We can send some more response. If I want to send some more response, I can send it by res.write. Res.write method will send the response. Let's say I want to say welcome to SIA. Welcome to SIA. This is what I want to print. So I will write it, and this is nothing but the response. And here we are ending the response. What will happen if we don't end the response? We will see in a moment. Let's first run this file again and see our browser if we are getting our response on. See, we are getting it, but there it's coming in a single line. We'll see how to deal with that. If I don't give a end, if I don't end my response, then you see what will happen is your browser will keep loading the page. It will always show this loading sign. It will not end. The response will not end. It will keep on looking for that response. That's why we need to end this response. And every time you do that, you will have to run your file again. Any changes you make, you need to run your file again. So see. Now I'm getting the response. I want to break this. So this is simple HTML. So I will add the BR tag. I will add the BR tag here. How you used to do in JavaScript, same JavaScript code you can write it over here. So I need to run my file again. Stop the file, run it again, go to browser, and it is writing BR as it is. Why this is happening now? This is because we have given content type as text plain. So there is one more content type, that is HTML. So in browser what we have here, we always have HTML, right? So we will give, instead of plain text, we will give HTML. So text HTML, and let's check if it will run properly. So voila, it is done. Now we are getting the text in the form of HTML. Same way, I can send a JSON response also. Okay, let's see how to do that. For JSON, we will give text slash HTML will give application slash JSON. That's the only difference. Application slash JSON. And here I will give a JSON response. I cannot give a text response now. Plain text I cannot give. So response.end I will give a JSON. So this is the format for JSON. Key value pair. So I will pass a name. Let's say here. And let's run our file again. So we got an error. So let's check what's the error. So what it is saying, at server response end HTTP outgoing. So this is, see, though we are passing application JSON, our browser is not cannot read that, right? It can read only string or what you say HTML part. So we'll have to convert this object into a normal string. We can do so by a predefined function json.stringify. So json.stringify, and now we should be able to run our CR response. So see, now this is not an object, this is a string, because we have changed it here in our program. We have changed it to string. The object we have changed to string. But if you go to Postman and check out, so see, it is coming in the form of, object, that is JSON form. and not the string form. Here it is coming as a JSON because we have passed a object, right? But here we are showing it in the form of a string by converting it into a function JSON.stringify. Now there is one more thing that we can do. We can check the URL. We can get the response of URL by rest.write, sorry, console.log, and we can get it at request.url. Whatever the client is sending his request in the URL, that we can get over here in request.url. So I will just print request.url by console.log and we will check what response we are getting in backend. So see. So in backend we got slash because it is at root. We have not passed anything. So if I pass add now, so it has printed add. Anything you pass here will be taken over there. Okay. If I pass some name, Priyanka, so this will also be passed. See. So this is how you can take the request, URL request, and that's how and this is how you can rest.write, in rest.write and rest.end you can send your response in the form of application JSON, text HTML or plain text. These are the three popularly used ones. There are XML and other responses also that you can use over.